This game is like no other. It's one of the best survival games I've ever played. On the surface, it looks like Minecraft. However, it couldn't be more different. Everything is so much more complex, more threatening, but so much more rewarding. The goal is to survive and hopefully make it to the next spring. Winter is incredibly dangerous and food is limited, so you have to prepare. This is the start of our journey. So welcome back! Today I have something special planned. It is February 4th right now, so that means the snow should be going away pretty soon, which is what I've been waiting for, to finally finish up this building. That means I have about a month left, so I have an idea of what to do. Last video, I did throw up all these lanterns, so now our path is all lit up. Of course, we're still doing the water canal that goes that way, and we're gonna have a dock over here as well. We might even have a dock out here out front. That could be pretty cool, but there's a bunch of land that is just completely unused. Most of this is mountains, so it would be a lot of work to get this all going. Behind the base, that's my tree farms, which I still plan on doing the mega tree, by the way. And it's going to be used for other farms, such as greenhouses, stuff like that. But on the other side over here, it's kind of flat. A bunch of trees left over still, but there's a lot of area to work with. And one of you commented, asking me to make little rooms here and there for the Patreons and stuff. And unless I make this base even twice as big, that is including the back area, I'm not going to have enough room for that, unless I put you all in little closets. So I have an idea. I want to get you guys a house. I wanted to add little village houses anyway. So what I'm going to be doing is I want to add a bunch of houses to this area. At least this section right here. There isn't too many of you, so I don't expect it to be a massive project. Not like I'm adding 100 houses here. And I'm going to be using the materials that I used over there. That's like the village house textures. And then this is the giant castle. I don't even know if that's a castle anymore. I don't know. That's where I live. This is your section of the base, okay? So yeah, we're gonna get to work on this pretty soon. Luckily, it's not even gonna be that expensive. Just claystone and pine logs, pine roof, and the slate roofing. I got plenty of slate, plenty of pine logs. I don't have a lot of claystone though, so we're gonna have to get some. But yeah, how's the chickens doing? I did the culling. Oh, look, little baby chickens. Let me see your generation. I can't. Oh, I saw 4. Okay, we are doing generation 4s. Does that mean I should get rid of the hens? Hold on, maybe I can trap them. Well, I got the rooster in there. Let's try to get the hens. Okay, 2 of them. Let's get that one in there. Come on. Come on. Yep. Come on. Nope. Into there. No, go that way. Yes. Okay. I'll let the rooster back in. Come on, buddy. We're gonna keep him alive for now. Why is there bones here? And there's bones over there. Yeah, I don't know if we need them to get these guys to grow. I don't know if that's a thing. Like, maybe they need parents. I will be taking the eggs. We don't need that many of them. I just need them to grow. And then to make Gen 5s. So we'll leave them to it. You know, can I cure these eggs? I don't know if that's a thing or not. I kind of assume not. We'll put that there. I should bring some more pies. I don't think I need that many. About 2 extras. Place down a pie. Cut it up. Oh man, look at me. I'm frozen again. My poor guy. But yeah, anyway. Let's grab some plugs. And my hammer. I should probably bring more torches. Got some more grass. Turn that into a bunch of torches. And get those lit up. I know I have a bunch of claystone downstairs, but honestly, we have too many holes down there, and it's getting a bit ridiculous. Every time I go and do stuff down there, it gets more and more dangerous. So we're gonna go to my original claystone mine. It's still pretty close, but it's out of the way, and won't cause any problems. Oh, here's the hole. Are we good? Is it dangerous down here? Wow, that's so much bigger than I remembered it being. Oh, crap. It's fine. No, 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 no. You actually dead? Okay, we're fine. Couple more torches. Let's loot this dude. Temporal gear, let's go. Man, I'm finding those like crazy. Alright, I'm gonna be quarrying out a ton of claystone. I don't know how much I need, but I want to get this done in one try. So let's get started. Okay, that should be enough. Look at this place. We're getting so much. It just like doubled in size. You can see exactly where I was quarrying. Right here, in there, and then all this row. If I ever needed to do some big underground projects, this would be how. But anyway, let's head back home. And we're back. Why is this grown, but this is not? And how long has it been like that? Did I just never harvest it during the summer? I don't know. Seems kind of weird. Oh yeah, here's all the slabs. They should all be 6 by 6. Some of them aren't, but a lot of them are. And that should be plenty of claystone. I do need to fill this up. If you guys remembered at the end of last video, we started another bake. So more steel is on the way. Also, my charcoal should be done. I do believe so. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm gonna need to throw that in our automatic quern. We'll do that sometime soon. Right now, I think it's doing grain, which we can go check on right now. Okay, it was doing a little bit of charcoal. Oh yeah, there's flour. How's it doing? Oh, the wind stopped. Yeah, it's got to go through all that. So for now, I'm just gonna throw these out here. I need the space. We'll be harvesting it in a little bit. There we go. Oh, you can even see the slate. Or is that shale? I think that's shale. That's kind of neat. This one bothers me. It was one off. There we go. You can make walls with that. That could be kind of cool. I wonder if you can place one of these on another. Well, now I have to know. I can't just say those things without knowing. Okay, come on. I can! Oh, yeah. That is cool. Wonder if it's affected by gravity. Hold on. No. It can just float. Well, let's put that back. And we'll come back to that in a minute. So you guys did say that apparently I can make cobble out of this. Hold on, we're going to try this one. Iron rough cut chisel. What does that get me? Okay, just regular claystone rock. I do want to see what this looks like. We'll grab a little bit. I also have a rubble hammer. Oh, it gives me that. Yeah, that would have been so helpful. Well, we have it now. And I guess that's what we're going to use. So let's get a whole bunch. And the rubble chisel broke. But I got a bunch. I'll make another one very soon. I should make another chest. Get all the resources out there. So that's what I shall do. I knew these boards would come in useful one day. Who knew it would be today? Alright. 7 chests. A couple of these can be trunks. And we can put those back. So for now, the chest can go right here. Somewhat safe. A little bit caged in. And I'll just throw all the claystone in there. And let's go get the rest of the stuff. Yeah, that'll be more than enough pine. Throw that into here. And what we gotta do next is I gotta make a new axe, that's for sure. And we might as well get a chisel. Let's grab some steel. We can put that in there. Charcoal and light. Alright, pick it up. Place. The axe shall be first. Let's get it made. There we go. And we need a rubble hammer. There we go. Man, that shocks me every single time. It's the skill that does that. So it just has a random chance of auto-completing. And I never expect it. There we go. 1 axe. 1 hammer. And we might as well go finish these. So let's do that now. And there we go. No more rubbling, right? Wait, I need slate. Oh no. I think I have some slate slabs. And it's not like I need an insane amount of it. Am I about to fill up the chest? I am. Okay, that's fine. Wait, did I not need the hammer in my hand? Huh, okay, good to know. We're learning. Let's go find those slabs. In here? Nope. In here? Yes. 2 of them. That is better than none. That's a nil guarantee. We'll start with that. If we need more, I can grab more later. Okay, quickly, let's get this done. There we go. Yeah, that wasn't as much as I thought it was gonna be. Perhaps I do need to go do some more quarrying. That's fine. I'm not scared of quarrying. I am scared of where I need to be quarrying, but whatever. Alright, let's go find my plugs. Then we're gonna do a tiny bit more. There they are. And I might as well move that over. I can put that in there. And let's head over to the slate mines. Hopefully it's not too dangerous in there today. But who am I kidding? It's definitely gonna be. I don't see anything immediately. Get some torches. Torch. Gotta torch all this up. This is gonna be a shiver, I just know it. No? Oh, we got lucky. Alright, that's lit up. I'm gonna go ahead and light up all this too. Oh, what was that? Did you guys see that? What is that? It had like a saw on it. I'm gonna get you from a distance, guy. I think I've seen you before. Maybe? Yeah, he did have a saw. What am I hearing? Do you hear that? There is something on the other side of this, and I don't want to find out what. Back up we go. Alright, well, let's get quarrying. Hopefully for the last time today. Alright. I'd say we're about good now. Got plenty more, and I can always come back and get more if needed. One day I need to come back here with a bunch of lanterns and just completely light this up. This is such a danger hazard. It's like a mega cave directly under my base. But anyway, let's go back up. Alright, let's turn this into stone one last time. And there we go. That was a lot of slate. I think we should be set for today. So let's go put this away. We're gonna need more chests. We actually might. Oh, I ended up getting this. Temporal alignment code. Interesting. I can use that to make night vision. A teleporter. Yeah, hopefully one day I can get one of these. We shall see. So there is one last thing that we gotta get done before I can get to building. And that is I need glass. Luckily, there it is. I did get some quartz. I did just grind a whole bunch, but that'll get me some glass. So I need to cook up a whole bunch. That was way more hats than I needed, but that's fine. There we go. Let's get these down. There we go. Gotta do the hats. And there we go. Grab the quartz, and let's fill all these up. And light. And it's done. So in the morning I'll have a ton of glass, which it is becoming nighttime, so I can't just sleep through it. And we should be set to get everything going. I'm gonna have to remove pretty much all the trees around here. Flatten the area, and then we can start building. I think this will be a pretty fun project. Oh yeah, I'm starving. Place that down. Grab some pie. And I can eat. The pies are so nice. I love them. And I gotta fill this up. It's at 29% right now. Let's get that to 100. Alright. Alright, guys. So, for a little bit, I'm gonna get to work. You already know what I'm doing, and I really hope it turns out good. So wish me luck. Hey, so welcome back. I have done so much, but we've only just begun. I wanted to show you guys this. I made a bunch of trunks here, and so many of them are full. I can't believe I went out and got claystone. I got so much from this alone, and I even used a bunch of dirt to fill it up and make everything level and flat. So yeah, we got like 3 empty chests. But we have so much room to work with now. I completely went overboard. The main plan here is to have a village like right here-ish. That way it's surrounding the lake. But we have room for expansion if we ever need it. Shameless plug, but if you ever wanted to help fill this out, feel free to join the Patreon. I feel terrible doing that. Either way, I'm sure we'll use a lot of this. Like over here is super flat. Oh, there's a portal. I leveled everything with the bee farm. And now I can probably extend this out like a crazy amount. And we can make this so much bigger. I can definitely see that in our future. And man, we can see the mountain now. Isn't that crazy? I used to think that this area was so much bigger. It definitely felt that way. Look at this. This is where I got my original stone. This hole is tiny. But yeah, we can always come back here if we need it. I'll tell you what, no bears are sneaking up on the base. And I did leave this little mountain here. I figured I could throw a watchtower or something up here. I think that would be super cool. And I've gotten some ideas while doing this. So as you know, we are going to have some sort of wall that was meant to go around this. And I might still do that. But I definitely want a wall that connects like here. So all of this will be like a walled in area. And it would go over there too. And then wall off that direction into those mountains. I think it would be cool to have this giant walled off area that we're in. It'd be like a proper kingdom. And as you can see, it's mostly mountains over there. And not a lot of building room. So pretty much everything is going to be on this side of the lake. So I'm glad it's super clear and nice and flat. But yeah, I think we're finally ready to build. And we have about 8 houses that we need to add to this place. I hope that's enough to just line this side. It's not going to look great from the back, but I think it'll be awesome to have them all along the lake here. So when we're running around the path, it'll feel like a little village. Plus the watchtower will definitely go there. I have a couple extra buildings I plan on adding to here. I think it would be cool to have like a little town center here with like a well in the middle, because this area really opens up. So we could have like houses around it at some point maybe. And I even have this big area too. Then I'm gonna definitely need to figure out what to do. If anything, a lot of this area could just be stuff for me. Farms, greenhouses, maybe more beehive kilns, stuff like that. Maybe another big charcoal pit. Also, one thing I did want to mention about the houses that we're building today, I'm going to try to make them look like normal houses, but I think we're also going to be using them. That way I have a reason to interact with them. Like one could be a little barrel factory for rotten stuff. We could have another one that I do all my clay stuff in. Maybe even one that has all my cellar stuff. Or it could be like a little wine house. I don't know. We have a lot to do here. And of course it's becoming nighttime now. I talked too long. But yeah, we're going to get to work on that very soon. It's basically just going to be these materials. I am also considering rammed earth. You guys kept talking about it. And some of you in the Discord were using it. And it looked insanely cool. Look at that. I can't believe I didn't even know about this. You guys did mention it in the comments too, but I had no idea what you're talking about. But now I do. Look at this. It's almost like a stone, but it's dirt. That is such a cool building material. The one problem that I have with it is it doesn't match what I've done. So if I did go into this, I would need to replace all of this. So we might not end up using that here. But that is something I'm going to be backlogging. And I will use that at some point. Just maybe not this playthrough. I've already committed to this look. But while we're here real quick, let's check out the chickens. So the tier 3 ones should be in there. So you guys are all tier 4? Yeah. And are you laying more eggs? You guys probably need food. Well, I'm sorry guys, you gotta go. Yeah. No need for you. There we go. Let's loot them. Thank you very much. Do I get more resources from them when they're different generations? I know that's probably not realistic, but I feel like that'd be cool. Okay. Get rid of the bones. Some more bones right there. And we'll let them be. Oh yeah, I gotta grab all the glass. We're gonna be using that soon. There we go. Yep, bunch more glass. I'm gonna remember to chisel it this time. Turn into slabs. And that'll double our glass. So anyway, let's go upstairs. And we can go to bed. And we're up. And we're getting ready to build. Oh my, I'm freezing. By the way, it is March 4th. Very soon it should start to warm up. I'm very excited for it. After we're done this build, I think we're going to be ready to go work on the main base again. Very excited to do that. But this is going to be my first proper time-lapse build. And there's going to be quite a bit of it here. You got 8 buildings to throw down. So wish me luck. All the feedback would be very appreciated. So let's get to work. Hey! So I haven't talked to you guys for a little while. This has legit taken me like 20 hours. All the terraforming and building. But I have to take a break from building, unfortunately. We are running out of materials. We have about 5 buildings down, and I think we need 3 more. Basically, the main thing that I need is pine logs, which if I really wanted to, I could cut down this forest. But we also need glass. I couldn't even finish this. It's becoming a problem. So I figured I'd take a little breather for now. Look, it's officially spring, April 1st. And all the snow is melting. It's gonna be harder to get around here. But that's why we have the paths. By the way, look how cool it is. This is the entire reason why I added this. I wanted there to be some awesome stuff on the side here when we walk down the path, and I think it worked out. I'm trying to add some bigger buildings in the back here. It's kind of hard to see from here, but it adds a little bit of depth, and I think it'll look cool. We still need 1 or 2 buildings over here. However, I want to make sure that we have room for that wall that's going to be here. I want a wall around here, and then a big one that goes all the way around. And the wall that's going to go around here is going to come up and connect here. And I think I'm going to have a little half wall that just comes up to this height right here. So it's going to hold all the dirt back. So it's not going to be just a random hill that goes up. I think that would be super cool here. Wait, what the? Mature carrots. Okay, I'll take it. I'm a bit hungry anyway. So yeah, eventually this will be a mini wall here, separating the path from the buildings and such. And we're going to be adding a road here that connects all the buildings and weaves through them. Maybe some fun decoration stuff like wells. Definitely bushes around here. We're definitely going to need some street lights. This is going to be a tower that has like a path coming down. Maybe we can fill out a lot of this too. But yeah, the main goal is to just fill up the space by the water right now. It'll make this place look so cool. I wonder, I haven't looked from this direction. How does it look coming out of our base? There's a tree in the way. I really like that tree, and I don't want to get rid of it, but I feel like it might. I've noticed it blocks a lot of this from over there, and now we're blocking a lot of this from over here. Potentially, we'll get rid of it. And you guys had an idea of adding some lights in the water, kind of floating up here. Is there a portal under the water? I think there is. But yeah, some lights that are floating right above the water would be super cool during the winter. Is that? Drifters. But it would keep all the ice all lit up, and it would keep this place super bright no matter what time of day, what time of year it is. I think that would be kind of awesome. By the way, I've been getting swamped by these guys. You guys could probably see in the time lapses I did. I was fighting them off 24/7. It has been crazy. I don't know if it's a spectator cam doing that, because there's 2 of us. Maybe there's like twice the amount of portals. But over here, like every 50 or so blocks, there was another portal. Somewhere even closer. I think there's one right here. Yep, there's another portal. They're freaking everywhere. And see, look how many things are spawning all at once. Isn't that nuts? I don't know why it's doing this all of a sudden. I think it might be the cam. So yeah, a nice walled off kingdom with no darkness so I'd be safe would probably be best. And hey, maybe we'll work towards it. But I wanted to wait till nighttime just to see how this place looked. So let me go on the other side real quick. Oh yeah, I think that looks awesome. It'll look a lot cooler when I have more lights up. We need some in front of each of the windows to keep some of the roof lit up. But yeah, I'm very happy with how this is turning out so far. I can't believe how far this world has come. But anyway, we need to go get some quartz. Look, the berries will start to grow soon. That means I need to plant some stuff. I never got the terra preta. Let's close these. Those guys are dangerously close. Grab my torches, and we'll plant some stuff soon. But not right now. Let's head into the cave. Go downstairs where it's all scary. Get the torches ready. Light the way. I hate how big this place is just because of the dangers it makes. We'll try to light some of it. I don't want this being above me. That'll do it. Like that. Go down a bit. Like that. That. And here's the quartz. There we go. So anyway, let's get mining. Alright, surely that's good enough. A full stack plus 133. Oh hey, look, there's the guy down there. See you later, dude. I don't need this. We're out of there. Let's grab my bricks. Make a whole bunch of bloomeries. There we go. Need that charcoal. And let's go set them up. There we go. Now let's get them filled up. Oh man, we could have made way more. So we shall. We're gonna double it. Get those down as well. There we go. I see I made way too many hats. Oh, I have one extra. Throw that down. There we go. Okay, let's see how many I can fill up. I probably have a bit too many now, but it's fine. Oh dang, we have like 2 extra bloomeries here. Can I still fill that up? Get that going even though it's not entirely full? I might be able to. We'll try. Let's add some charcoal and let's light. Oh, I can get it lit up. That's pretty cool. I didn't know I could. And it's all going. And I'm starving. Perfect time to go get a pie. There we go. Okay, so after thinking about it, I'm obviously gonna have to go cut down some of that forest. Oh, look at all the honey. We're gonna have to harvest it soon. But I'm gonna wait for them all to be ready. But yeah, for short term, I'm gonna have to go cut down some. But before I do that, we need to start work on our next project. The big tree. I did mention this a while ago and we started a pretty big tree, but I think we're gonna go bigger this time. How about that many? That's a lot of seeds. We'll do 6 stacks and I need a whole bunch of dirt for this. So the plan here is to do the big tree that we did before, but it is gonna be pine this time. Was it pine last time? I feel like it was oak. It might have been pine, but we're gonna do it in a way that lets me one chop the entire tree. Man, this is bothering me. I never got rid of this. What hit me? Oh, is that a bowthorn? Yep, 2 of them. I swear my world just got infested all of a sudden. Oh, they're coming out of this cave. Die. Die. Another one. Get out of here. This is what I'm talking about. They're everywhere. Okay, good. That caught on fire. Very nice. And what is with that? Can I go up there? Am I safe? I need to get rid of that. Knowing that it exists bothers me. Let's see. There we go. Well, I think I can start right here. Basically, it needs to go 1 up every single time. Something like this. Or like that. So sapling, sapling, sapling. I don't think this one can be like that. I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like it can't. So I think that needs to be raised. And then so does that one. And that one. And we're just going to keep going up like crazy amounts. Maybe to the sky. That'd be kind of funny. So anyway, I'm going to get to building this. And it's going to take me a while because this is going to be a massive structure. But I think it would be worth it in the end. So, I'm going to get to it. Okay, I think we're good here. Look how big this is. It's gonna look awful from over there. But maybe when it's a giant tree, it'll look cool. So now what we gotta do is we gotta place all these trees. Anyway, back to it. Alright, I filled up every single spot. With a little bit of time, we should have the biggest tree that I've ever made. It's like a big floating Dorito. I don't want it to be super ugly. Oh god. Just a looming triangle in the sky. Yeah, that's pretty big. And I don't know if we're gonna keep that or not. What I could do is put that in the ground. That's another option. Maybe we'll do that. I'm not sure. But for now, for this test, we're gonna leave it. And I'm super curious to see what it's gonna look like when it's fully grown. So what we're gonna go do next is first I'm gonna warm up by the fire. Then we're gonna head out and get a ton of trees. I don't need that many. We only need enough for about 3-ish small houses. So it's not like I need a crazy amount. Throw that in there. I can throw the pine seeds back in there. I can't wait to see the big tree. The plan is to see how my computer does with this. If everything goes as planned and it doesn't like ruin my game or something, I'm gonna try out every single seed that we have on one tree. Could you imagine? We do 1 chop and we gotta basically fill up all the chests over there. Maybe one day. Oh yeah, real quick, before we head out, I want to plant some of the seeds that we have. I gotta do that before I forget. We're not doing it on Terra Preta, sadly. but we're still gonna plant some. Some flax would be good, and I definitely want to get the cabbage seeds going. Apparently those things are insane. This is gonna be my go-to cabbage farm for now. We'll just let that be. And let's clear all this. That way we can plant all the flax seeds in one area. And there we go. By the way, I have a life hack for you. I have these paths on me, and what we can do is we can place them like this. Wait, this one might not work. Dang it! This isn't the normal one. We'll stick this next to it. No? Why isn't it working? Did they patch that? I doubt it, but did they? Okay, well, my life hack has been foiled. I need to go grab some water now. Grab my buckets, and we gotta fill these back up. There we go. Now let's fill it with flax. Oh man, I wasn't able to finish it, but that's a whole lot of flax coming. I'm sure it's gonna get heat damaged. Too cold. That's my guess, but that'll be a good start. Let's put that away, and we'll do some rye. That way I can make some more pies. The plan is to do a bunch of berry pies. Apparently I can do that, and we have a stupid amount of berries over here, and they should be growing. So very soon we'll have a bunch of berry pies. Screw it, there'll be more in here. Oh yeah, I need to poke a hole in this. Let's get rid of that. You are no longer a greenhouse. Let's get this planted. There we go. I can put that back. And I'm gonna work on cutting down this forest for a bit. We should only need like 4 or 5 stacks. I think that should be plenty, or at least I hope so. But yeah, there's still a lot of pine trees over here, so I don't see it being that big of an issue. Alright, surely that's enough. That's 5 stacks, and I think we should be good to just build the rest. Again, nothing too big. It's gonna be some smaller buildings, so 5 stacks should be reasonable, I would think. So, that being said, the plan here is to make some houses here. We need about 3 of them. I don't want to get too close to this house, but I think up to here-ish should be fine. As long as I don't go past that mountain right there, I think that should be alright. And I think that'll finish up this side of the lake. Oh yeah, and I do need to go finish this house right here. Add some windows, stuff like that. We'll be doing that as well. And if I have some time, I'm just gonna add some path into this as well. I think it would be cool to have a path that weaves through these buildings. Goes around here all the way to here. Maybe one that goes that way. One that goes to the back door. Maybe add some more bushes. We will have to see. So that being said, I'm gonna get to work. I'll see you guys in a minute. So welcome back. We just set up all the paths required. I think it really brings this place to life. It still needs a ton of work, a ton of decorations, of course the guard tower, maybe some trading stalls and stuff like that. Look at that tree. Look, I think it's growing. Oh yeah. But either way, I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. Everything is really coming together right now. Tomorrow what I'm gonna end up doing is definitely lighting this place up. We're gonna need like another 50 lanterns, fill up every single house so nothing can spawn in them, add some street lights. Stuff like that would be amazing. We're gonna have to furnish it. Of course, right now they're all empty. They're all like this. We will be adding stuff to it here and there, but that's not something I'm really worried about doing all at once. There's too much stuff that needs to be done. I can't do it all at once. We will be working on that over time. However, I think the majority of the next video is gonna be working on this base and finding the blue clay to work on said base. All the snow is gone. Most of the ice is gone. I think we're finally ready. We're not waiting another year to finish that. That's for sure. So that being said, guys, this video has taken me so incredibly long to do, and I gotta call it here. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. And if you want your very own house here, feel free to subscribe to the Patreon. It'd be cool to keep this growing infinitely. See how big we can get this kingdom. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you next time.